From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9, powered by Century Ply.
Good evening and welcome. Every night at 9 o'clock, we look at solutions in the fight against the coronavirus. And my program tonight is on two words, both starting with C. The first debate will be on, viewers, and I'll elaborate on this in a bit. But our first debate today is on the word control. And the second debate is on the word contain. If we can control and contain, then we will win. We need to control the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz. That's my first debate tonight, because at the end of the day, viewers, at the end of the day, we have to realize, and I think we can't be in denial anymore about what the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz has done. And I also want to tell all the people out there, including those who call themselves secular, who are pseudo-secular, but not secular, for we are secular, that they must realize the damage the Tablighis have done. Don't make this about religion. Make this about the damage one group has done, the irreparable damage that the Tablighis have done. And across India, and in BJP and non-BJP ruled states, seeing the viral impact that the Tablighis have had in making the coronavirus threat a mushrooming cloud. A few minutes back, the Maharashtra Home Minister, for example, had to go public expressing grave concern at some Tablighis who have not just gone missing, but who, in order to ensure that they are not caught and therefore can, if they are symptomatic or asymptomatic carriers of COVID-19, they are so keen to spread COVID-19 that they have switched off their phones. They've gone into hiding. And the Maharashtra Home Minister is worried. And why shouldn't the Maharashtra Home Minister be worried? After all, today the number of cases in Maharashtra alone has crossed 1,000. So let us all collectively wake up now at least and understand and accept the extent of the Tablighi threat in our fight against COVID. There is no point pleading to these Tablighi Jamaat people. There is no point pleading to them. Pleading will get you nowhere. Look at what happened in Tamil Nadu, where Tablighis are contributing more than 90% of the cases, bordering on 700, and I have people writing to me from Tamil Nadu, asking what should be done. And I wish to tell the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu tonight, please, one thing you must stop doing, Mr. Chief Minister. Stop pleading and requesting to the Tablighi Jamaat. They will not listen to you. They will not cooperate. Change your position, change your line. Go in for the Yogi Adityanath approach. Wield a big stick. Threaten those who threaten our nation. Threaten those who threaten our society. And ladies and gentlemen, threaten those seriously who threaten our communities and threaten our families. Please stop requesting and pleading to these people. These Tablighis who have violated every single rule and behaved in a manner that desecrates any notion of decency do not deserve our pleading. They need to be warned, they need to be told, and they need to be forced to fall in line. Ladies and gentlemen, Maulana Saad of the Tablighi Jamaat is many times a multi-millionaire. He has amassed great personal riches and wealth. I appeal to the government of India. This man must be made to lose all his assets and every single rupee. the Tablighi Jamaat must be made to pay massive financial penalties and lose their properties and wealth. And we must realize now that only one thing will work in this country now. Only one thing. Tough action works, viewers. That's my debate number 2. So I began by talking about controlling, and I'm ending by talking about containing. We need to control the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz into fearing the application of the law that all of us honest Indian citizens swear by. And once we've controlled the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz, then we need to contain things, and the only way to do that is to extend the lockdown and enforce it ruthlessly. I underline the word, viewers, ruthlessly. We need to control and contain, and then we will win. I have 2 big debates. I've told you about them already. Debate number 1. Debate number 1 is about why we will not tolerate the Tablighi insolence anymore. And debate number 2 tonight, as we are looking at an obvious extension of the lockdown. Are we ready to be ruthless if required? Are we ready, if not to save our country and our people, when will we be ruthless? This is the time it is required. That's debate number 2, and here are the headlines. And debate number 3, of course, extension of that is on the lockdown extension. Certainly looks till the end of April. And here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on this debate tonight. 1,000 cases in Maharashtra, hundreds of cases in Mumbai. The national tally of coronavirus cases has crossed 4,700. They are spitting, urinating and openly defecating in medical wards. This Tablighi insolence will not be tolerated by India anymore. At least 8 states have warned Tablighis with criminal prosecution for posing a grave threat to public health. Yogi Adityanath adopts absolutely tough measures to flatten the curve in the state, slaps the National Security Act on those violating the lockdown.
The Prime Minister, I think in consultation with everybody else in the country, whosoever, may be important to take this decision.
6 state governments make an open appeal to extend the lockdown. The centre to consult experts before taking and announcing a final decision. And 10 Downing Street has confirmed that British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is stable as he battles COVID-19 in the ICU of St. Thomas Hospital in London. And ladies and gentlemen, our frontline warriors are working round the clock, selflessly and tirelessly in these challenging times. And words are not enough to describe the gratitude that we feel from the bottom of our hearts for these heroes, for their services. And that is why, viewers, when we report on the increasingly vulgar display of insolence, and that is a mild word I use for these Tablighi Jamaat members who are in quarantine, and some of the things they are doing, urinating, defecating, spitting on doctors, taking off their clothes. This has been happening non-stop. It makes us seethe. Tonight, a Markaz attendee has gone to the extent of openly defecating and urinating outside an isolation ward in Delhi. Can you believe it? And this has been happening repeatedly. Why should India put up with this impertinent, uncouth and unacceptable behavior? We need to control these people before it's too late. Let's debate.
The headquarters of the Tablighi Jamaat in the national capital, which turned into India's biggest COVID hotspot in the second week of March, is being sanitized on a daily basis. Tablighis left behind these belongings, which authorities are now probing. In Delhi itself, over 60% of the total number of coronavirus cases are linked to the Markaz event.
Definitely been a spurt in the number of cases, and all the states in the whole country have got affected adversely There can't be two views about that fact.
But the Tabligis in quarantine are hell-bent on making it difficult for our frontline warriors. At a centre in Delhi's Narela, a man who was part of the Markaz gathering defecated and urinated right outside the isolation ward.
FIR was lodged against the two Jamati who were finishing their business in open. You can see right now here the Delhi police personnel as well as the army, the BSF has been deployed to avoid untoward incident.
It's not the first time. In Kanpur, Tablighi members reportedly spat on healthcare workers. In Rampur, Tablighis demanded biryani in exchange for their cooperation. Can you believe it? In Ghaziabad, they went to the extent of misbehaving with female nursing staff.
डांस करते थे नंगे होकर बनियान निकर में, है ना, अपना वहीं पे कपड़े सिस्टर लोग जो बिल्कुल जहाँ पास में बैठती हैं उसी के पास में ही आके कपड़े उतारते थे.
States are unwilling to give them any leeway. Punjab to Maharashtra to Haryana to Himachal Pradesh to Assam to Uttar Pradesh and even Uttarakhand. The warning is loud and clear.
हमने 2 लोग रुड़की में हरिद्वार में ढूंढे हैं जो CDRs के माध्यम से ढूंढ रहे हैं उनकी, और उसके माध्यम से पता चला कि ये लोग भी अलवर की तरफ उधर जमात में गए थे और इन्होंने खुद को छुपाया है, तो आज उन पे 307 का मुकदमा दर्ज कर दिया.
But there's one state that hasn't officially revealed the Markaz numbers so far. It is the state of West Bengal. Is Mamta Banerjee hiding Tablighi cases? Is Mamta looking at electoral politics even at a time like this? And is Mamta trying to hide the Tablighi truth in Bengal? Drones have been deployed in many parts of the country as a part of the tracking process. Time is running out for Markaz attendees. Why should India tolerate their insolence? Let's debate.
And on the debate tonight, GVL Narasimha Rao, Praful Ketkar, Zinat Shaukat Ali, Hussain Athar, Ahmad Ayaz, Abbas Hafiz from Bhopal. He's a political analyst. Ahmad Ayaz is a secretary of the Muslim Personal Law Board. Syed Asad Abbas and Muhammad Tausif Rahman. You know, the hashtag for tonight is Crackdown on Tablighis. And I said at the start of my program that there are 2 approaches that we must have. One of control and the other of contain. And we are very clear about who we need to control. We really need to control these Tablighis right now. And we need to control them quickly and effectively and fast. We need to find methods, and this debate is about finding a national consensus for the crackdown on these Tablighis. Viewers, please remember today, some of the things that I'm going to tell you maybe appear to be unsavory, but they are a reality. In all these quarantine centers, and please don't tell us not to react to this, in all these quarantine centers, what we have seen from the Tablighis is, instead of turning themselves in, instead of cooperating, they're not resorting to insolence, intimidation, and violence. In a quarantine station in Narela, for example, and Hussain Athar, maybe you can begin the debate with Abbas Hafiz on this. These Tablighi Jamaat members are coming out and they're openly defecating and urinating inside the corridors of the hospital. What do they want to do? You see, I've also seen a pattern in this, and the reason I'm asking you is because I've seen a pattern in this. It is impossible that all the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz members are doing this independently. Have they been told by someone that if you're caught, this is how you should debate, that this is how you should be responding? Because in Kanpur, what they did was, Hussain Athar, they were spitting and they continued to spit and refused to listen to doctors and nurses. You already know what they did at the Deen Dayal Upadhyaya hospital. They were urinating and spitting in the wards. You know, in a railway facility in Southeast Delhi, the quarantine Tablighis were spitting at the doctors. Now, this is not collective ignorance. It is possibly a collective conspiracy. They were trained for it. Someone has told them to behave like this. This cannot happen in isolation. It's not one mad Tablighi member. It's overall as a group. That's what they've been doing. I've not even begun telling you what they have been doing. I've not even begun telling you what their numbers are like. Why should we put up with this anymore? Why should India put up with this anymore? Why? Hussain Athar, I want you to start the debate and then maybe Abbas Hafiz can respond. And viewers, if you support a crackdown on the Tabligis, use the hashtag tonight. Yes, please.
As you said in the start of the debate, that this is not about religion. And I definitely welcome that. And the approach should be to enforce rule of law, and whosoever is the reason to spread this pandemic should be brought to justice. And if Tablighi Jamaat people, as reported
why are you putting so many ifs?
by different section of
Do you
the
have any
media,
doubt about it?
are doing
why are you
such
putting so many ifs, Hussain Athar?
No.
Why are you putting? I have no doubt in my mind about the role of the Tablighi Jamaat. Why are you putting so many ifs? Where are the ifs and buts in this?
Let them complete, Arnab.
If I just withdraw that, when they are doing such activities, no enforcement agency should give them space. They should be immediately brought to justice. Number two, what emphasis I want to make is that if again I say that, the only thing that can stop the spread of pandemic is social distancing.
No. One second. Let me limit myself to the question here. So 1 minute. I know everything about social distancing. I'm asking you why they take off clothes and roam around nude in the hospital. Because as an Indian, I feel really let down that people who are in the front line of the duty, the people who are the corona heroes, are being subjected to this. I want to know why this is happening repeatedly. What is your reasoning for it? I don't know anything about the Tablighi Jamaat. I know who taught them that. In Kanpur, medical female staffers have had to be removed. In Ghaziabad, they have taken off their clothes. In Narela, they are defecating and urinating. In Kanpur, they are spitting. In Deen Dayal Upadhyaya, they are urinating and spitting.
Uncouth behavior.
Whosoever does it. Why is there a larger... Sir, sorry.
I'm saying that's not a human act.
No, it's not human. Then why is it happening? Why is it happening? What is encouraging this? I don't know. This, unless they've been guided by someone.
If somebody is doing such things during a pandemic.
It's not a somebody. It's all of them who have been quarantined. You understand? It's not somebody. It's happening everywhere.
Arnab, may I?
It's happening everywhere. Yes, Hussain Athar. Yeah. Abbas Hafiz, you can come into the debate. Prafulla Ketkar also wants to come into the debate. The debate is open, please.
Arnab, first of all, I want to say one thing. If anybody is found doing all this thing, all this nonsense must be punished.
One at a time. We have the time.
Some evidences as well.
Pardon
if
me?
You have any video of anybody roaming naked, you must play it with a blur image. You must do that, because I'm saying this because of lately many district police officers and many district police authorities have to issue a clarification that this news is not right. Like, for example, the same thing which you are talking about, the defecating and the urinating thing, and another thing of the chicken biryani.
I have pictures of it. 1 minute. I'll tell you one thing. Abbas Hafiz, if you want to be in denial, that's your problem. I'm not going to be in denial, and this country is not going to be in denial either. Let me tell you, it is my decency that I'm... 1 minute. Abbas Hafiz, I'm telling you, it is my decency. Hear me. I have to intervene. I will intervene. I have to intervene. You have to take my intervention. Let me tell you one thing. Abbas Hafiz, 1 minute, Abbas Hafiz. You want to be in denial about it, right? You don't want to accept what the Tablighis have done. No, what are you reading? You don't want to accept what the Tablighis have done. You don't want to accept. It is my decency that I'm not putting out the pictures today of the defecation and urination that's going on in all the wards. Prafulla Ketkar is on the debate.
See, I'm really surprised. These Tablighi apologists, they don't want to go to the root cause. The root cause of the problem is the ideology that Tablighis stand for. You know, it's a superstitious ideology. It's a very regressive, fundamentalist, radical mindset.
I'm here to discuss
Their
behavior.
attitude towards women is well known.
I'm not here to discuss
ideology. The behavior is rooted in the ideology, and that's why 150 people are 150 Tablighis are absconding. Who is responsible for this? Who is guiding them? I want to know who is guiding them. Who is pressurizing West Bengal and Tamil Nadu government? Not to mention in the FIRs. Why Mamata Banerjee is not revealing the real numbers?
What about the coronavirus, which Raipur AIMS is giving a statement from their hospital that there was no such evidence? You want me to read a coronavirus positive minor from Korba district didn't spit on doctors or any staff of the AIMS. He's taking medicine.
I am asking you simple question. You are showing exception. We are talking about the rule of the behavior is they are everywhere. They are behaving rudely. They are misbehaving with nurses. They are running away. Why there shouldn't be a simple statement that whoever attended the Markaz, they should
21 जनवरी को हुआ था, उसके बाद 30 जनवरी को हुआ था.
Why shouldn't they follow the rule of law?
Mr. Narendra Modi was busy receiving Trump. He should have cancelled Trump visit. He should have cancelled the Trump visit. What about Yogi doing the Ram Nirvan on 25th March?
We don't want to listen to your ifs and buts. We are.
What about Guruji? Guruji, 22 village.
It is necessary.
Mr. Guru Baldev Singh Sahib visited 22 villages.
We are discussing Tabligis today.
But you have to understand.
We will talk about their ideology. We will talk about their behavior. We will not allow you to divert the debate.
Where are you?
It is about the behavior. Why they are not openly coming out?
You people from last 1 week is just blaming the Tablighi Jamaati and Arnab. Shame on you. And shame on you, Arnab, that you have no other job. The CAA is gone. You are talking about Tablighi Jamaati day and night. Are you really serious? That this coronavirus is just because of Tablighi Jamaat?
Tausif, I'll tell you one thing. Since you took my name, I'm going to respond to you and you'll be quiet when I'm responding to you. You'll be listen, don't be like a child who's repeating 2 words all the time. You're not a man of limited intellect. I hope if you are, then you will not allow me to ask what I'm going to ask you. Tell me one thing, Tausif. Listen, Tausif. Get real. Get real. No, Tausif, listen. Tausif, you be quiet first.
Don't lie.
First be quiet.
You are lying.
First be quiet. Don't behave like a kindergarten student on my program. Don't behave in an immature way. Realize what we are talking about. Everyone calm down, please. Before GVL comes into the debate. Before GVL comes into the debate. And can I speak to one person at a time? Jinisha, thank you. I am speaking to Tausif right now. I do not need background music. Now listen to me, Tausif. And I'm telling you, viewers, coming on a TV program, looking at 3 words that you prepared and saying shame on you is laughable and childish. We are in a grave situation today. In Assam today, viewers, I want to tell you, there is, in Assam today, and Tausif, you be quiet, right? I tell you one thing. In Assam, there is willful disobedience by Tablighi members. Viewers, the situation is so serious that despite a declaration, deadline that was given to them for self-declaration, they have refused to come forward. In Haryana, viewers, 1,540 Tablighis have been traced so far. The police is on a manhunt for Tablighi members. In Punjab, the health minister is saying not only the Tablighis are hiding, but many more. The question is this: what is being offered is treatment. How is it that all Tablighi members out there are going into hiding like this and they are escaping quarantine? Look how serious the issue is, viewers. This is not going to be solved by trying to be cowboyish on a program. 1 second, GVL, let me tell you. Today, Tablighis have switched off their phones in Maharashtra. Switched off their phones. And it is not a BJP government. It is a non-BJP government which is saying that the Tablighis have switched off their phones. In Bagpat, understand how serious the situation is. In Bagpat, GVL, a Tablighi member made ropes out of his clothes. He jumped out of a window and escaped, putting into threat everyone he was in contact with within a 3-kilometer radius. I am giving facts out here that every single day we feel the threat. Each Tablighi member in hiding, switching off the phone, running away, escaping, and behaving in a disgusting manner is threatening hundreds and thousands of Indians. And I'm not willing to let this be the subject of an unreasonable response on a debate. GVL, you need to come into the debate. I also want to tell you this, GVL. In Mumbai, earlier, 150 Tablighi Jamaat members allegedly violated quarantine imposed on them. They went against the preventive order. Now listen, At the end of the day, 1,000 cases in Maharashtra as a result of all this. Pleading is not going to work. GVL is on the debate, please. It's not a coincidence. GVL.
You are putting
Arnab, the behavior of these, the behavior of members of Tablighi Jamaat is revolting. It's disgraceful. And it's not just their disgraceful behavior. I think some youth was killed even in Prayagraj because he made certain comments about the uncouth behavior of Jamaat. And now I see some panelists here equally in disgrace defending the behavior of those animal-like behavior. I think they are not a part of civil society. I don't think they are human beings.
It is your government.
No human being will behave in this uncivil manner. So I'm surprised that there are people here sitting on this panel, rather than condemn that behavior, they are actually becoming apologists for them. It's really shame on you, Tulsi.
The BJP government
I think it's shame on people like you. You are doing a great disservice.
On the Modi government, which
I think you have. I think you should be ashamed even to comment on this. I think you should hang your heads in shame because you are supporting such a group. It is nothing religious. But the behavior of these people is extremely revolting. I think no civil society will accept it.
Why don't we?
I think if they do it even in Iran, even Saudi Arabia will not tolerate this behavior.
Why is Amit Shah sleeping?
They will be hanged to death.
What is the police doing?
I'm telling you, no Islamic country will tolerate such a behavior.
Has failed. Collectively, Modi government has failed. So the super spreaders.
Tell me which Islamic country will tolerate such a behavior?
You have not been able to contain.
Volume.
You are responsible for giving the permission for the Tablighi Jamaat. You did not revoke. The station house officer is involved. The STM is involved. When it comes to you and you have failed in your duties today,
stop your rhetoric.
You need to be accountable.
I think you look very bad when you support such creatures.
But
I think it's animal behavior. You are being disgraceful supporting such people.
You need a Trump to arm twist you. You need a
come on, silly. Don't digress from the topic.
Then you'll be.
I think the behavior of these individuals is completely disgraceful, unaccepted. And then you can go on and comment.
I'd like Zinat Shaukat Ali to also come into the debate. You know, viewers, my question to you tonight is, I will give you repeated examples. I will give you repeated examples of the Tablighis conduct, and I think it's time that first of all we come to terms with it. I have said today there are only two solutions: control and contain. We need to control these Tablighis. Otherwise, we will not win. And then we need to contain the spread, what they've already done and has happened anyway. I'll give you further examples. Problem is, some people will be in denial. Tomorrow, if a Tablighi were to come to you and do the same thing to you or on your personal premises, even then you will be in denial. They are resorting to violence as well, Zinat Shaukat Ali and Ahmad Ayaz. In Sikandrabad, in Telangana, a Markaz attendee attacked a doctor in Gandhi Hospital after his brother, a Markaz attendee, passed away. How is the doctor responsible? In Tonk, in Rajasthan, let me give you more examples today. And look at the spike in this country. Just look at the spike. More than 1,500, 1,600 of these numbers are only Markaz attendees. In Tonk, a government survey team was attacked after they were doing a door-to-door survey, after Tablighi members from the area were found positive. So you go and attack the survey team. In Bengaluru, Zinat Shaukat Ali and Ahmad Ayaz, in Bengaluru, ASHA workers doing a coronavirus survey in one area in the light of the Nizamuddin Markaz incident were attacked. You have kept attacking healthcare workers. You are attacking, abusing, insulting, desecrating. This response is a coordinated response. It's not one crazy guy. Ahmad Ayaz, people like you should be on the side of those who say that what the Tablighi Markaz people have done is unforgivable. I don't understand why you are making it to be any other issue. Have the heart, make a public statement today on my program.
Arnab,
call for a crackdown on these Tablighis. Call for it.
Everybody must be concerned to see that this is contained, and everybody must help, whether Tablighis or otherwise. there's no question of Tabligis or anybody coming in. Everybody must see to it that this is contained and help towards it. To me, there looks to be certain reasons because everybody seems to be running away of quarantine.
Ahmad Ayaz, we're not making up these numbers. Have you seen the graph?
Trying to escape.
No, Ahmad Ayaz, I want to tell you. Ahmad Ayaz, sorry, 1 minute. Ahmad Ayaz, 1 minute. Ahmad Ayaz, tell me one thing. Ahmad Ayaz, tell me one thing. Ahmad Ayaz, 1 minute. Ahmad Ayaz, you and I have to talk. It's not time for a speech.
Okay.
I will ask you yes and no answers. Ahmad Ayaz, 55% of Tabligis, 55% of cases in UP today are because of the Tablighi Jamaat. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Then okay. If you
yes
go
or
to
no?
the
No, give me yes or no answers. Give me yes or no answers.
Wrong has happened. No, I don't know. I don't.
What do you mean? I don't know. I'm telling you. Okay, let me tell you one more thing.
I can agree with you.
No, you see, it horrifies you. Let me ask. Let me know. 1 minute. Let me ask Tausif. Tausif, come on. 1 minute. Tausif, my next question is to you. Tausif, my next question is to you. We stay on the numbers and the graph out there. My next question is to you, Tausif. Please respond to this question. My question to you is, Tausif, listen. Tamil Nadu. Can I run the graph and the full numbers so the information displays on the screen at all time? Can we have that, please? Constantly. Because the numbers are not being accentuated. The numbers are real. I need to keep the numbers on the screen. Let's keep the graphic display going. Otherwise, people don't understand the gravity of the situation. Thank you. My question is, let's keep the graphic display going. Can we keep it going, please? Thank you. We keep the numbers going. Listen, Tausif.
Arnab, is there any?
I'm asking you a question. You listen to me now. 1 minute.
I'm not denying the fact.
Tamil Nadu, 93% of the cases in Tamil Nadu, 637 out of 690 are because of the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz. You want to tell the people of Tamil Nadu, Republic is exaggerating things? Try telling them that.
But Arnab, there is a way to explain people.
I'm explaining. Can I tell you the way to explain people I know?
And you have to support that. And you have to support that.
Okay. Now you'll tell me how to express.
You have to support me, Arnab, today.
Okay. Tausif, one more question. One more question to you. Okay, Tausif, listen to me.
You can't just incline towards one way.
1 minute. I'm talking to people now in Assam. My dear viewers in Assam. And I want to get Syed on the debate now. Syed, listen to me. 96.29% of all cases in Assam, 96.29, do you understand? Syed on the screen, are because of the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz.
Of course.
You want to say that Republic Network is making up things? You realize what they have done? And now, on top of it, they're defecating, urinating, abusing, and going nude? You think we should just sit here and say, this is our job, to look at them and feel amused?
Arnab.
Should we feel amused? Should we feel amused
basically, if you are going to do focused target on Tablighi Jamaat...
Who is the target? I'm telling you the reality.
Going high.
1 minute. Who's the target? Who's the target? Who's making anyone the target? Zeenat, am I making anyone the target, Zeenat? Zeenat, Dr. Zeenat, am I making anyone the target or am I sharing the truth?
Focus target.
I am putting my focus here because it's a reality. Because it's the biggest problem in this country today is the Tablighi Jamaat as far as Corona is concerned. Zeenat, she needs to... Zeenat, you need to...
Focus testing there, sir.
You are in denial.
Numbers will go in.
You are in denial. Of course we are going to test them because what they've done. Zeenat.
Absolutely.
Get over this victimhood.
Shivraj Chauhan, Madhya Pradesh.
Can I come in?
Yeah, please come in. Please come in.
Focus testing.
The first thing I would like to say is that this is a disgusting act and it has to be condemned at every level. Islam teaches you al-haya wal-iman. That means you're shame. This is a shame that you are doing in public. And that is not what Islam teaches. The second thing I would like to say that the Tablighi Jamaat in no way represents the Muslims of this country.
Islam also teaches...
And they're a very small faction. And they do not represent us. And whatever they are doing at this point of time, it cannot be condemned and cannot be overlooked. And it is an
news is
insult
being
to Islam.
spread everywhere, ma'am, to demonize the Tablighi Jamaat.
Supposed to come
Zinat, you must be allowed to speak. Zinat, please.
And learn about Islam.
So
Zinat, louder.
Should be conducting themselves. Should be conducting themselves. Should be conducting themselves in this obnoxious manner. And I also want to make another point, Arnab. You look at Muslim countries. Today there has been a directive coming in from Qatar that anyone who makes public nuisance, who even collects at seashores or goes to cafeterias or goes on the road, they are to be paid a fine of 2,000 dirhams plus a jail of 3 years. It can be both or it can be either. That is Qatar for you. In Dubai, there is a straightaway a fine for people who leave the house and break the law. There is no police, there is no media. But there is a perfect fine put on you of 2,000 dirhams in Dubai. Today there has been another case in Nigeria. A Nigerian imam has come out and pleaded with the people, and he has specifically named India and Pakistan and said that this incident has happened. It should never have happened, and this is not what you should be going about. As a matter of fact, and there is one. If you give me just 10 seconds. There is in Islam that you do not do for others, you would want for your brother what you want for yourself. Now, is this a way to contaminate, to dirty, to...
Whatever Arnab said, and we are not denying that.
No, one more point. Is it true or not? Is it true or not, Tausif, before you come in, Ahmad Ayaz, I also heard, and 1 minute, please, 1 minute. I have also heard that there was an instance of somebody spitting in a mall. It happened in one of these countries in the Middle East. And Ahmad Ayaz, you keep talking about Sharia, Muslim personal law, etc. Are you aware that the person there faces the death penalty now for spitting in a mall? What is the punishment for going nude before nurses and defecating and urinating in hospitals and spitting at doctors? So you're being very convenient on this. As per the Sharia, people are being told that you'll face the death penalty in Muslim countries. Why in our country are people like you not willing to speak the truth? No.
It is.
If we were to say the same thing, death penalty, you'd say human rights.
As pointed out,
if we were to say there should be the death penalty for those who spit on doctors, you'll say human rights.
Not be happening by the.
Will you say human rights or not?
If someone has done it, he definitely needs to be punished. But I don't see any Muslim must be doing that. By chance, if somebody is done and he needs to be punished, but I don't think any Muslim should do that.
What do you mean by chance? You see, the use of these words, if, by chance, GVL. No, what do you mean by using the word by chance? Can you explain by chance? Does someone defecate or spit or urinate by chance?
I don't expect.
No, why these words? Why are you qualifying things?
I don't expect any Muslim to do it. I don't expect.
That the panelists of the program are defending such ugly acts. I think it's a shame not only on those people and a shame on those who are defending such behavior. I think the whole media is writing about it. Cases are being filed. Governments, not just the BJP government. These are non-BJP governments also. I think what has happened to you?
I don't know how.
Have you lost your mind?
Because no Muslim
have you lost your mind?
Do that. That's
you are supporting people who are acting in the most egregious manner.
Ahmad Ayaz, understand what I'm saying.
I cannot accept it.
Why should I put up with it?
Muslim must be doing it.
No, I want a crackdown on the Tablighis. Viewers, I want to also say one thing, and I know this may make me unpopular, but I'll say it anyway among some groups. I want, and tell me if you agree, and we need to be focused on what we are talking about. There needs to be fear in this country, Prafulla Ketkar. There needs to be fear, Hussain Athar of the law. If people do things and get away, whether it is blocking a road or spitting on people, then they'll feel they'll get away with it. In our country, there are limits to our democracy. I feel our democracy is only for those who respect democracy. If you disrespect my democracy, you don't deserve the rights that are given to every citizen in a democracy. Then you have to be treated differently. And I have a suggestion here, Prafulla Ketkar. I feel this multi-millionaire, many times multi-millionaire, this Maulana Saad is a very rich man. He's made huge riches. You should see the pictures of his farmhouse, his cars, his foreign cars, his lifestyle, his swimming pools. He lives like a pasha.
Yes.
He lives like a pasha. Now my question is this. My question is, anyway, he does not need all this. He's a religious man. Why does he need so much money? I feel, viewers, you have to absolutely seize all his money and property first. Then you have to seize the huge properties of the Tablighi Jamaat.
Who are you? Are you the Chief Justice of India?
I'm making an appeal on behalf of the people of India that has to be done.
No, he is not.
Are you the Chief Justice of India, Arnab Goswami?
Yes.
Do you think you are the Chief of Republic of India?
No, I'm not the Chief of the Republic of India. But every person in this republic supports me in this. I have no doubt. You have a doubt? Should I open up the phone lines now? You want to hear the people of India? You want to hear the people of India?
He allows.
Should I open the phone lines, sir? You want to understand what the people of India feel?
Who breaks India's
I'm being very mild when I say his property and money must be seized.
He has no right. Government must crack down on such mindset. So there is no question. There is no question. The visa rules are flaunted. The construction rules, the Markaz is illegal.
You have wealth, in your opinion, needs to be seized.
Yes.
I repeat.
Arnab is not seizing that. Nobody is individually seizing that. We are asking the government and the system. See, in your country like Pakistan also, there are 5,000 teams that are searching Tablighis. Why they are hiding everywhere?
I will not allow.
If they are so religious,
I cannot allow.
They are hiding everywhere. In Malaysia, they are hiding.
I cannot allow.
In Pakistan, they are hiding.
I cannot allow. I cannot allow. I cannot. I'll tell you why, Ahmed, they asked why you are disturbed by what I am saying. But I am saying this, viewers, with absolute calm. We are seeing an undeniable spike. You look at that spike and I blame the Tablighi Jamaat. This spike is because of the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz. States where there was no coronavirus have seen the entry because of the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz. And even now in quarantine, these people are acting with the utmost insolence. And hence...
How did it happen, Arnab? Because they were there already. They had already assembled as an advanced plan. They were not evacuated.
Was the spreading of coronavirus also an advanced plan of theirs?
They could not be evacuated.
Was the decision to spread coronavirus into all parts of India part of an advanced plan?
That's why they had to. Even if somebody has to suffer, it was because of that. Because
so I want to punish. I want as a citizen of India, I want the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz leaders punished.
Coming out, submitting themselves for quarantine and behave like a patient. That is the simple question.
The question is this, and it's a very reasonable demand.
Not coming out, self-quarantine.
It's a reasonable demand. Okay, Abbas, I'll come back to you.
They should do it.
Abbas,
why they are hiding? They are hiding everywhere, not just in India. I understand their problem with the Modi government. What is their problem with Imran Khan government?
I have a question here for Abbas. Abbas, my view is, and let me complete my view and then you can come into the debate with Hussain Athar or anyone. I believe, and I'm sure it will happen, Abbas.
Definitely.
It will happen. I believe that the top brass of the Nizamuddin Markaz, because they must be made to pay for damages and compensation. And what you need to understand, Abbas, is that we don't pay taxes to make up for what they do. They have to compensate. Abbas on the screen, please, with Hussain Athar. They must compensate for every paisa. Abbas, Hafiz and Hussain Athar. Abbas, Hafiz and Hussain Athar. They must compensate for every naya paisa spent to track their tablighis, one. They must compensate for all the healthcare services being provided to them. They must pay damages for the mental trauma and the mental pain on the people of India. They must compensate and pay damages for the mental pain, the trauma on their nursing and medical staff who were harassed and who had to clean up their dirty mess. And they must pay compensation for everything 10 times over. Viewers, unless we do this, let me make it absolutely clear, and I hope the Narendra Modi government is hearing me clear on this. Unless this government does it, these people will be emboldened to do it again. And people like them, who believe that it is their sworn liberty not to be able to do this in any other country. They can't do this in Malaysia or the United Arab Emirates, but they feel they have a right to do it in my country. We need to send a message to them that they can't, and this is just a small price we want to extract from them. They have a luxurious life. all his luxurious life, movable and immovable properties are to be taken away and attached. And all the property should be taken away, and that should pay for the damage that his tabligis have caused. You can't expect, in no country would anyone get away with it. Do you understand that? Abbas, it is going to happen here. There has to be a massive crackdown on these people, a lesson that they learn, and people like them who think they can get away with it must understand.
Now can I speak, Arnab?
There will be no compromise with these people anymore. Yes, you can speak.
Can
now.
you hear me? Am I audible to you?
Now you are, because you are speaking.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not defending anybody. If anybody has done any wrong to the society, he or the organization must be punished. But it should be thoroughly investigated. We can't put names, we can't name them, we can't say anything without evidences. Like you are saying, continuously you are running the story of open defecation, of open urinating, and all the things like chicken biryani and all such things. All the things were denied by the police now. They have been cleared up.
Who's denied?
Twitter, you can
Who's
check
denied? You know that the Yogi Adityanath government has had to take away female attendants? What are you talking about? Don't take a blind alley position without having done any homework on things like this. Now answer my question. Do you believe? Okay, 1 minute. Do you believe that they have spread COVID in India? That you won't deny. Look at the numbers. I'm putting the state-wise numbers. So I want to extract a financial penalty from them.
Their part must be punished. They must be punished, and equally.
Financial penalty, viewers. I believe the only thing they will understand if they are left penniless.
In the Operation Lotus of Madhya Pradesh.
I can't hear you anymore. The audio is bad. The audio was fine. It's gone bad now.
So the gatherings were happened.
No, I'm sorry.
Has happened, and that resulted in all such nonsense.
I don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. We will do it. I think Hussain Athar, you will support me in this. 1 minute. 1 minute. Anything that goes unpunished is repeated. Remember, those who don't understand the lessons of history are condemned to repeat it. Hussain Athar, let's leave them penniless. What do you think, Hussain Athar? Hussain Athar, please. Thank you.
Should not be.
In a hospital,
People like Maulana Saad, they should not be
complained about
free, and they should not be let out. They have to pay for that nation which has suffered because of his act and his negligence. And definitely our enforcement, our rule of law will make them to come to justice, and they will have
But I feel this government is not being strong enough.
But one thing I want...
No, this government is not... We need to be stronger.
Yes,
we need to seize their residences. He has houses in Zakir Nagar, Nizamuddin. He has a huge palace in Shamli, in Uttar Pradesh. We should seize it. Why don't you seize it, GVL? Seize his farmhouse and his homes. Seize his home, seize his property. If you are hiding Markaz attendee, seize the property. Why don't you seize the property? Including the property of Markaz committee member Kamaluddin Ansari, who hit 14 people, including the 11 Bangladeshi nationals in his guest house in Badoi. No, I'm asking you, GVL, why doesn't your government seize their properties?
No, the action is very much on. The investigations are proceeding. The even enforcement directorate is looking at the source of their riches, and they won't get away, I can tell you, because a lot of these riches have come through inappropriate, illegal, and they will have to run for their lives like Zakir Naik. I think this government has shown the will to act against all those.
How do I know Zakir Naik is not behind them? How do I know Zakir Naik is not behind them? You know Zakir Naik's links with them.
And he's doing a lot more things, but they will pay a price. Anything in Uttar Pradesh, anything in BJP ruled states, they will come down heavily. And anyone here in the panel who wants evidence for what the animal behavior of these guys, they should go and spend some time in the quarantine.
So you will have to look into that also, that aspect also. So I think that could be a reason that people are running away of quarantine centers, because facilities are there, are complaints that facilities are not there. We have seen number of videos. We have seen number of videos where we have seen people of their own cleaning the floors, because the hospital administration there does not clean the floors. They don't clean their washrooms. They don't give them the facilities. That could be one reason that people are escaping quarantine.
Behaving in this uncouth manner.
GVL, GVL.
They certainly need to be treated in a legal and medical way both.
Of course they do. I have one more point to make here. I have one more point to make here. I also want to destroy one more charade tonight, viewers, and Tausif will debate this with with Dr. Zeenat Shaukat Ali. The one charade I will destroy tonight on this debate before the debate is over is, and I must be allowed to complete my point, is this charade of Islamophobia. Currently, this charade is being pushed and propagated by a website which has an American citizen as its editor. Unfortunately, these websites with American citizens are allowed to operate in my country. They should have rules. American citizens should not be allowed to hold senior editorial positions in news organizations or those who claim to be news organizations which are operating in India. But I'll come to that another time. Today, I want to say this. This charade, Zeenat Shaukat Ali, of Islamophobia, to put a curtain on what the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz has done and to color it with a tone of victimhood. You know, certain portals are claiming, ignoring other causes, UP zeros in on Tablighis for rise in COVID infections. Of course, Yogi is doing a good thing. He's going after the Tablighis. Today, Yogi Adityanath is coming in control of the situation because every Tablighi is scared of running away from the law in Uttar Pradesh. And why are you creating this nonsense of Islamophobia? What is Tablighi Jamaat? What their crimes have to do with all Muslims? Why do you want to link the crimes of the Tablighi Jamaat with all Muslims? It is not. It is not. I am blaming the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz, but by blaming it on all Muslims and linking it on all Muslims, you are responsible, Tausif, for an unutterable, insufferable lie out there. You're a Muslim, I'm not blaming you. Zeenat Shaukat Ali is a Muslim, I'm not blaming her. Why are you making this about Islamophobia? Why are you doing this? Zeenat Shaukat Ali, why are they doing this? What is their intention? Tell me.
I am not blaming you.
What is their intention? Tell me.
From you.
I think.
I will have to destroy this charade tonight.
I am not denying you from the beginning. I am not denying you from the beginning, from 9 p.m. Arnab. I just want a small request from you. As people can hear you. Why don't you request all these Tabligh Jamaat?
You first say.
Once. Let me finish.
You first say. I have one line. No, you want to ask me, I'll ask you. You want to ask me something, I'll ask you. No, 1 minute, Tausif. Now listen, we got a couple of minutes left. I must square off with you on this one. First you say. You and I are talking, okay? Talk like a reasonable person. 10 foreign nationals are hiding and putting everyone's life in Mumbai at risk. Okay? What is Islamophobia if I attack them? One minute. Muhammad Alam and Liaquat Ali Khan of Mao claim that Maulana Saad intentionally refused to differ with the congregation. When people are demanding accountability, what is Islamophobia? When I'm saying people are defecating, urinating and spitting in hospital wards and quarantine centers, what is Islamophobia? Today, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu have become hotspots. 90% plus of cases in Tamil Nadu are from the Markaz. If I talk about it, what is Islamophobia? This rubbish that people like Kavita Krishnan keep talking about. They don't know this country. I sometimes wonder whether they have any affection or loyalty to this country. But my question is this. What is Islamophobia about it? When I'm attacking the Tablighi Jamaat Markaz, and I am for justifiable reasons, what is the Islamophobia here? It is very specific. I'm telling you, these people, they are not spitting only on doctors. They are spitting on the work of healthcare workers who have risked their own lives. And in one hospital in Mumbai, there are 52 COVID cases. You know what? They are spitting on their efforts. And I won't allow this Islamophobia rubbish to be put up here as a weak defense for the Tablighi Jamaat.
You have to get the reports which is true. Whatever reports you are getting from BJP, it's not acceptable.
BJP to 9.7 lakh Asha, 1 lakh Ayush professionals, NCC cadets, ex-servicemen, Red Cross, NSS, Gram Panchayats, urban local body members, BJP, the Home Minister of Maharashtra is BJP.
Why do you think that
you look at everything in a myopic lens? The Home Minister of Maharashtra worried that Tablighi Jamaat Markaz have switched off their phones. He's BJP.
If something is happening, if something is happening, Arnab, you have to make it equal. You can't just provoke them.
Please.
You just can't provoke them. You are provoking. You have to understand.
If they are
because of
hiding
this
anything
Don't bring
and
Islamophobia in
GLV
this.
is promoting.
BJP or
GVL is
Modi
doing the
government.
same.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to
Why
close
are you
debate
doing
number
this?
1 tonight.
Why are you doing this?
I have a question.
I have to debate.
Tablighi Jamaat people are
Praful,
You're not
Praful.
supposed to do this, Arnab. People have a lot of expectation from you when you
why Tablighi Jamaat people are hiding even in Pakistan, Malaysia and all
Viewers,
other
I'll tell you
countries?
one thing at the end.
If you have problem, everything is BJP, everything is
The first part of the debate was about controlling these Tablighi Jamaat Markaz workers who are still threatening our lives. The second part of our debate has to be about containing. We genuinely have to look at our graph and then say, what can we learn from those Asian countries where the spike has been controlled? Remember, we can still do it. I'll see you on the other side.